Hey, good morning. Welcome to the first day after 30-day challenge. We're just going to call this from going forward just a good old regular vlog. We're up early this morning, running to Miami. Going to pick up a 50 MTI, run it back to the shop, put it in the water, then run a 42 MTI to the water today. Then I think I'm leaving for Tennessee tonight. But anyways, got a lot going on. Giveaway. Don't forget. Ends in a few days. November 7th at midnight is the last day to enter. You have to subscribe, comment, and like a video, all three in combination. Rules will be attached in the bottom of this video in the description, but um man, beautiful morning behind me. If you can't if the video doesn't relate it, the colors are pretty epic. I'm down on Alligator Alley, which is I-75. It's part of it called from Fort Myers to Miami. Obviously goes to the Everglades, goes to the swamp. Alligator Alley. You put the two and two together, you can figure it out. But beautiful area. The county, city, state, whoever it is, put together just an incredible catwalk out here over the Everglades. Kind of a scenic overlook. If you ever get the opportunity, highly recommend it. Just beautiful area. Well done, super clean, super safe. So good place to bring your kids if you're traveling down South Florida. But other than that, we're gonna jump back in the truck. Got a lot of video to try and catch today, and we'll take you along. Let's go. I'm not sure this is a good idea. So let me give you an update. What's been going on since the video challenge ended? Video challenge ended last week on Friday on Halloween. Obviously, Halloween, huge blowout at my house. 2,000 hot dogs cooked and served and set out in 3 hours. Probably our best event to date. We did 2,000 last year, 1,000 year before that, I think 1,000 year before that. But um, probably the most efficient we've had it to date. Uh, Crowds were manageable. Didn't get swamped, but I think we were just better set up for it. Had a better system of putting production together. And I say that jokingly, but uh, you know, cooking, splitting the buns, and assembling 2,000 hot dogs and then handing them out is quite a challenge. I've got a super good team of friends that helps out. Volunteers their time for it. Uh, so pretty cool. I finished that up. Then Saturday, uh, I had to work on the semi, unfortunately. I've had it ongoing. If you saw probably one of the previous videos, been having a radiator issue with the truck. I've been smelling antifreeze, and periodically it's been dripping. Not losing anything level wise that I could notice of any significance. But I had Corey, my diesel mechanic, look at it, and we both kind of agreed the radiator was junk. So we replaced the radiator on Saturday. Unfortunately, super bummer. The intercooler got nicked on the way out. You can pull it out as one giant assembly. I took a time lapse of it. I'll stick it in here. But so when the assembly came out, there was a bolt in one of the cross members that caught the radiator or caught the intercooler and damaged it. So that was another $1,000, $1,200. I didn't plan on spending on that repair. So I'm all in, probably 2,800 with a new radiator with paying Corey. I helped him out. We did it at the shop. Antifreeze parts, all the other junk that go, new hoses. So I went along with it. Just under $3,000. So yeah, like and subscribe. We got we got to put some money back in the truck account from that one. Um, Anyways, yeah. So Sunday, uh, have a customer has a boat in the shop. Showed it to him. A potential buyer came to come see it. Looks like they might have a deal together on it, so that's a good thing. And then yesterday, I had the privilege of driving the Camaro, which was a blast, a good change of pace. I had to drive up to Lakeland, which is kind of in the dead middle of the state, just south of Orlando. And mind you, I'm in Fort Myers down the bottom west side. It was about a 2 hour ride. I had to renew the tags on the truck, and they're what's called an apportioned tag. So I have to keep records of how many miles I drive in each state, and then the apportioned state, which would be Florida, takes my registration fee of about $1,200 and divides it up evenly amongst those states based on the amount of miles I drove through that state, so that you're sharing that registration money amongst the states that you travel through. Um, it's a political, or I shouldn't say it. Let me back up. It's a government mess. Fortunately, there's an agency that I can go to that does it, because I've tried for 3 weeks to try and do it through the state of Florida portal. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm just dumb mechanic. I don't know. But man, I just beat my head against the wall. So I ended up having to go to this private agency. The closest one is 2 hours away from me. Uh, they process it. Morningstar Fleet Services. And you guys are awesome. They do their best in a difficult situation. I have to turn a lot of people away because the paperwork, they don't do it correctly, and there's nothing those people can do. They can't bend the rules. So, anyways, fortunately, I had a couple of hiccups, couple just forms that weren't correct, but I could fix them on the spot. Uh, I got there at 8:30. They opened at 9. I was there for 3 hours, unfortunately. So that sucked. Then I made a quick trip over to Clearwater to go see Jeremy at Faster Proms. Had him do some adjustments to the tune on the Camaro. Was in and out of there pretty quick, and then home back in Fort Myers at a reasonable hour. Um, so then get up again this morning, back up at 4 in the morning, back on the road. So busy days. I don't see any break in sight. I've got Key West races this week. I've got a trip to Tennessee. I don't see it slowing down, and I've got just a bunch of regular work in the shop that needs to get done. So um, hammer down. That's all I can say. We'll keep pushing. Glad to have the work. Feel blessed. The company's is generating revenue and it's got things to do. So yeah, there's your update. And off to Miami. See you in a minute. All right, we are ready to roll. Loaded up. Everything's strapped down. Flags are flagging. Strobes are strobing. And we're ready to go. Nothing better than Miami traffic, an oversized load that's 12 foot wide, and bumper to bumper stop and go garbage Miami traffic with people that clearly just don't give a darn if they hit you or not. So that's truck life. That's oversized boat life. right, one down. Off and running. Back to the shop. Go grab another one. Come back to the ramp. Do it again. Let's go. All right, we're on the way back to the ramp with the Blue 42. So I'm gonna call it a day here. No need to film the ramp twice, but anyways, appreciate you guys watching along. Hopefully you entered the giveaway. Rules are in the description. Subscribe, like, comment, all three, and ends on November 7th. So if you made it this far, appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.